Good day. Welcome to another session with Guru Wonder. I'm your host, Gurvinder Singh. In part one, I had discussed with you about how to destroy uh, the prospects of your number two men without even meaning to. In part two, I would like to explain what we can do so that we do not damage or do not hurt the prospects of our number two man and number two person and his or her career. The first thing we have to remember is that the present is so demanding that we fail to plan for the future. And when we plan even in an ever volatile environment, we have to cater to both current and future needs for implementing the organization's strategic plans. If we plan for it, we might come out right. But if we do not plan, we will never be able to cope. Experience has shown that nothing goes as per plan. But if there is enough thought given and made to a plan, whenever the situation changes or becomes extremely volatile, the initial thought process that has been invested comes into play, and you have already visited various scenarios and options. So it's important for the leadership of every organization and of every department or function to have a succession plan for each critical position in the team. Even though, as I mentioned, that the plan may fail, but we have to keep ready plan B and C in the eventuality that the successor groomed is unavailable or unable to step up to the crease. Succession plans will highlight strengths that need to be leveraged and deficiencies in individuals that need to be addressed. And this actually creates the foundation for what the training needs of the individual and or the organizations, changes that the organization must do to accommodate such people. In succession planning or for any job selection, it is always the matching of the individual's attitudes, skills, and knowledge with what the work assignment or the job assignment requires. And whatever mismatch of what the person possesses and what the person needs to possess has to be bridged in the meantime. Now people say, what if I train them and they leave? Very good question. But let me ask you another way. What if you don't train them and they stay? Then you will have the same situation, like I mentioned in the previous video, of the case of Derek D'Souza, a fantastic, good, sincere person, unable to perform because of not being groomed well enough and to hit the ground running. So we call this an ask analysis, attitude, skills, knowledge, with what is required, what the person possesses, and that is need-based training. Now that, it's like, in most cases, the training is actually lagging behind the needs of the organization and of the individual. But in this case, we are actually planning for the future. And any skill or knowledge or that is embedded into the person will never go to waste. It'll always come there. However, in the case of attitude, it's very difficult to change attitudes, and we should focus less on trying to change attitudes, but rather to cope with attitudinal needs with the attitude that the person possesses. And it's very difficult to change attitudes. But most of the training is done about changing attitudes rather than on skills, knowledge, or matching the person to that. We have to remember that not every second in command is naturally good or suited for the top position. We can take the horse, as they say, we can take the horse to the water, but even love, respect, and support may not always be enough to get the unwilling horse to drink the water. It is human nature to always seek the path of least resistance, least effort. Bosses love to shoot from the hip. Failing to be proactive, leaders and managers often react rather than respond, often disastrously, mistaking knee-jerk reaction as dynamism rather than good leadership. My experiences show that management and leaders are increasingly challenged because of the volatility in the job market. Whenever there is demand for talent outstrips supply, employees do not expect to be with the employer for very long. Sure, they jump jobs like riding on a merry-go-round. This mainly happens in organizations that provide little or no challenge, lack dignity for people, stress them unnecessarily, and excessively create immense demotivating bureaucracies, or simply do not pay enough for people to stay for the headache. In fact, most of the people leave not because of financial reasons as much as that they are demotivated by the way the bureaucracies treat them. People want challenge, people want to be respected and to be able to contribute to the best. Every job is always about improving the organization, and every training is meant to improve the marketing value of the market value of the candidate, whether he stays with you or she stays with you or they leave. Even if they leave, you can be sure that they will go out like the prodigal son or child. They will go out, they will experience the world and come back and say, my organization is better, and they would even make a U-turn and come back and join you. Organizations that cater to the soft side of their key employees' expectations of dignity, challenge, work and job enrichment, job satisfaction, opportunity to learn and develop, they have lower attrition rates and also more successful in implementing succession plans. I hope this video was useful. If you like the video, please do not forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. I thank you and look forward to seeing you on my channel once again. Good day.